South Africa is for us white people. In fact, I don't like black people.
The same Dudula would never do that to American citizens, to Russian citizens, to any Asian citizens. They do it to fellow Africans. But let's not be selective about picking where you want to pick and choose. Why? Immigration is immigration, whether black, white, Indian, or colored. We must deal with immigration.
But you can have Johannesburg. Is that Johannesburg?
Yeah.
Okay, I give it to you tonight.
Really?
You can have him.
Because I don't claim any part of South Africa personally.
I am not claiming Johannesburg.
Okay. Why not?
Because Johannesburg is a place where the war started. There are a majority of black people and people from foreign countries. They can have it with love from me.
Okay, so
it can be a state in a state.
So what does that leave?
Say again?
What does that leave? That leaves this area here?
Oh, that is the two republics of the Transvaal and the Orange Free State. I'll write it in Afrikaans, Vrystaat.
So we've got news for the Kwere's, the undocumented foreign nationals.
Yes.
We ain't going anywhere. Now we are just going to get more aggressive.
I don't like Zimbabweans because Mugabe chased us from our farms. Now their people come here to South Africa. South Africa is for us white people. In fact, I don't like black people.
But our marches are going to become more and more and more. We will not stand down.
I have gone to South Africa to work myself from Rhodesia, and I'm a foreign African according to the South African situation. Yes. I went to South Africa not because life is better for Africans in South Africa. In fact, you can easily say life is better for Africans in South Africa because you have never been black before yourself, and you have never known how bad it is to be black in South Africa.
Can you hold up, Chen? Can you give us some small everyday examples of what it's like to be black in South Africa?
To be black in South Africa is that you are in restriction daily. You have to carry a pass. You are not allowed to travel late at night in the city except for white people who are God's people. And in South Africa, you are not allowed to go even into certain restaurants because they are all white. There are always signs all over the city that non-whites, people who are not white, go through this direction. People who are not white, who are white, should go through this direction. And the directions through which white people pass, they are beautiful places, well painted, everything is fine. You find an African worker working in the mines getting £6, £2 a month, and a white worker getting over 100. And then you say life for Africans is better in South Africa.
During apartheid, not even one of those African countries came to fight with black people.
And those that have given foreigners up until the 30th of June to leave our country want to
court tomorrow. 5 female South African drug mules were arrested on Saturday at the OR Tambo International Airport. Police say the suspects were found with drugs worth more than 5 million rand concealed on their bodies.
The U.S. government is now officially meeting with pro-apartheid South Africans. Again, the United States ambassador to South Africa is now publicly meeting up with pro-apartheid South Africans who want to create their own country in South Africa, and is posting them to their Twitter, proud to meet with them. Great to see Africana leaders from the Solidarity Movement, AfriForum, Solidarity, SAAI, NEASA, and Freedom Front Plus. We discussed how the U.S. government's focus on the community could contribute to a safer and more prosperous South Africa. The problem is, all these organizations he named, AfriForum, Solidarity, SAAI, NESA, and Freedom Front Plus, are all pro-apartheid white supremacist organizations. Y'all are out here killing. Now they're getting official backing from the whites, from the U.S. government. Y'all ain't seen shit yet.
This is a lesson. This is a lesson that we're supposed to be learning. Education for free, this one. Other colors, they fight for each other, for their race to be united. even if that race is somewhere away across the world, they still know that they are each other's brothers. They still love each other, they still stand with each other, they still fight for each other. But us, in Motov of Africa, we just can't unite. We have to call each other names. And then we think that we are better than others. Before I finish, go in front of the mirror and look at yourself. If you are black, are you different than the Mozambican? Are you different than the Ghanaian? Hi, Bandla. It is well.
If you are in this country and you are from Congo, help me. Mozambique, Nigeria, and you are in my country and you don't have a permit, hierdie ene kyk hier so, jy kan bly in my land, jy's weg. What do you mean? I'm deporting you. I'm going to take buses and trains en valskerms en lugballonne, maar jy gaan terug huis toe. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, kyk hier so. Bye-bye. Je voudrais pas so, allez. Voetsak huis toe. I'm sorry, it's not xenophobia. It's just SA first. You are in this country on the grace of God and you're a guest. Hoor gou hierso? Guest. I am government, we are deporting you. Deport. I'm going to expel, export, exonerate and kick you out of the country. They must either contribute to the economy, they must work, they must pay tax, or they must go home. Ons het ons eie probleme. Ek het nie nog ander mense se probleme nodig nie. Here it is a law. No permit, no asylum. Huis toe met jou. South Africa have their own problems. We are trying to feed our own. We are trying to create jobs for our own. We don't have space for people that are here for a free ride.
In these marches, we've also seen foreign people being harassed. What sort of gives you guys the right to sort of harass people, especially those of foreign descent?
I pay 14,000 rand tax a month, every month. And I'm a South African. I have kids, and I have a responsibility to look after this country and to protect this country and to protect the women and children of this country. I have the right to walk upon somebody if I think they are doing the wrong thing and ask them questions. And if I'm not satisfied with what they are doing, I'm supposed to call the police. And we've done this so many times in front of the camera, and the police have arrested people out of it.
I think you obviously have the right to speak to anyone, but you don't have the right to harass people. And that's what has been happening when these marches happen. We've seen them in Durban. I think we've also seen them when you were here in Johannesburg.
Yeah, if you harass someone and you the consequences of the harassment doesn't produce any evidence that this person you were talking to is an illegal immigrant or a legal foreigner, or maybe suspected to be doing drugs or supplying drugs, then the police must deal with you. That's why when I walk up in buildings and I call the police to come and investigate, I always offer myself that if you don't find anything in this building, you must arrest me.
How do you determine when someone is an illegal immigrant?
Because we have people staying with these people in the buildings. You must remember, we don't just wake up in the morning and walk up to someone and say you are an illegal foreigner. We have our people staying with the same people in the buildings. We have our people staying in the buildings where drugs are being cooked there. So they give us information, we verify the information, and then that's why we are never wrong. We'll never.
How do you verify if someone is an illegal immigrant as a normal citizen? Because that's the function of a Home Affairs official. They have data. How do you verify as a normal citizen?
We are South Africans. We are citizens of this country. We are households of this country. If somebody comes and builds a house here, we must know where that person comes from. It's a rule of our rural and townships residents. That if you are coming from somewhere and you are coming to build a house, we must know where you come from. That's why our communities are helping us to give us that information.
But I understand that, but
Yeah.
how do you, because as you said, if someone is building a house, that's
Yeah.
a municipality. The
Yeah.
municipality has to verify that.
Yeah.
Or if someone is an illegal immigrant, it's
Yeah.
Home Affairs has to do that. How do you, as a normal person, as a normal citizen, I don't believe
Yeah.
you have access to data and to the kind of information that the
we know
municipality has.
we know each other by surnames. We know each other by accents.
But
And
you can't verify whether someone is an
we
illegal
do. We
immigrant by
can.
that.
We can, my brother. We can walk with you. If you want us to do this, let's go to Hillbrow. Let's go to Hillbrow and do that. And you walk up to somebody and you speak your Venda or your Xhosa or your Pedi or your Sotho. And if they don't understand all these 11 languages, they want to speak English and they are black, is a black person, then that person is not a South African. And then this is when we have identified that this building is occupied by foreign nationals. That's when we call the police, immigration and customs and all that to come and verify according to data.
So you identify by talking to them and seeing how they sound and how they look.
Yeah, no, not how they sound and how they look. They know each other. We know each other, and if South Africans are staying in this building, they know if somebody is staying there. Those people will tell us, and then that's when we first come and verify the information, and then come with the Home Affairs and customs and police.
Yeah, that's an educated, intelligent response and reply to all the very pertinent questions. This is the guy that all of the majority of South Africans, March and March supporters support. This guy, this is the guy that you all back and march for as South Africans. And no, you don't have the right, okay, to walk up to anybody and ask them for their documentation. You don't have the right to remove anybody. You don't have the right to ask questions. You don't have the right just to walk into people's places. You don't have any of those rights. You're not part of authority. You're not part of the government. You're not part of parliament. You're just a citizen that marches. That's it. Guys, it's time to wake up. Okay. March and March screwed up. They messed up. And yeah, this is why they messed up. Great choice of leaders, by the way, guys. You acted out. Congratulations.